fun thing you might think about doing is to make a visual partition in a circle. So we're going to use the number 42. 42 is equal to 6 times 7, which means it's 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7. The number 7 occurs 6 times, so if I want to fill all 360 degrees, I'm going to do 60 degrees per 7, just this divided by this. So I'll go ahead and draw that in. Now this is something called polar graph paper. I just print it online, but it's a great way of organizing things into circular shapes so you don't actually have to measure out every degree. So here I've drawn with a light pencil each 60-degree wedge that I'm going to use for each one of these 7s. But I don't want to make the pattern too easy. I don't want to make each wedge just 7 in radial length. I want to do something a little more interesting. So why don't I break up each of these 7s in a different way, an alternating way? In other words, I can make this equal to 1 plus 5 plus 1 plus the next 7 could be 2 plus 3 plus 2, and then I'll just repeat this pattern 3 times. And it's good, it's an even number because I'm going to be able to come right around here. I'll start with a 1, 5, 1 in this wedge. I'll go to a 2, 3, 2, 1, 5, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 5, 1, 2, 3, 2, and then I'll be back here ready for my 1, 5, 1 again. So each one of these wedges I'm going to break up into 3 pieces, one for each of these numbers in each of the portions. So if this is 60 degrees, I want each one of these to be 20 degrees, which you need to work on to figure out which lines on the paper are going to help you with that, or you could just grab your protractor and say, okay, where is 20 degrees? That looks like it's, oops, my lines don't line up perfectly, so I've got to do some math. There are 12 lines in this section, so if this is 12 lines here for 60 degrees, that means each one of these is 5 degrees. So 5, 10, 15, there should be 20 degrees, 5, 10, 15, 20 degrees. And now I know that these major lines here are what I'm going to use to fill in my wedges. So if I go 1, 5, 1, and I use this radial length of 1, I'll draw something in that looks like this, a little pi wedge of length 1. Drew it wrong, got to fix it. The next one has a 5, so I'll go out to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 radial lengths for my next one. And I'll color that in, and I'll just proceed to repeat the pattern here. In this next wedge, every 20 degrees, I'll alternate between 2 and 3 and 2. Then I'll do another 1, 5, 1, another 2, 3, 2, another 1, 5, 1, and a last 2, 3, 2. Now I've got my pattern done, but there's an awful lot of stray marks, so I'm going to go over my pencil in ink and then I'm going to erase all my stray pencil marks. Dang it. It was looking so beautiful, and then I noticed that the one thing I failed at, not the angle measurements or the straight lines or even the smudging of the ink, which happens a lot, is just the counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 should have been here, and I actually went out to 6 on 2 of them. So this is not the secret to life, the universe, and everything, but it is very close.